Hi, welcome to Living Life Like Jordan. I am Jordan, and today I will be doing a story time about how I got almost stranded in Elkton, Maryland.
Every single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way.
So, it starts off with the same girl from the Worst Best Friends video. Basically, this was like at least 2 or 3 years later. She had hit me up, and I was like, what do you want, or whatever. And she was like, I'm sorry, I miss our friendship, this and that. And I was just like, okay, but I really can't trust you, this and that. And she was like, I'm sorry, like, I don't know what's wrong with me, like, I should have did better, all this extraness. And it was like in the middle of the night that night. It was like maybe like 12 o'clock maybe. I had work the next day, but I worked second shift the next day, so I didn't have to be at work until like 2. And I was like, all right, whatever. She was like, well, do you want to go to this party? My boyfriend, this guy I'm talking to, he's having a party at his house, da 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 da. And I was like, I don't know, maybe, I don't know. And she was like, come on, like, he has a friend, I showed him a picture of you or whatever, and he's coming and he wants you to come, da 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 da. And I was like, well, what does this guy look like? So she sends me 2 different pictures. She sends me one picture of this one guy and then another picture of this other guy. I said, well, which one's gonna be there? She was like, oh, the cuter one or whatever. Because she knew my type. She knew that second picture was not it. He was not cute to me, nothing. First guy, he was more my type. He was cute or whatever. So I was like, okay. But I was like, I don't know if I should go or whatever. Like, it's late. And she was like, come on, da da da. I was like, all right. So at this time, I was over 18. So I was visiting my mom. So I didn't even live with her at that time. So I just was like at my mom's house. And I was like, no, I was 18, I think. I think I was 18. So it wasn't that long after I graduated. It was like that summer. So, basically, I told my mom, I was like, yo, like, I'm about to go out with her. Let's call her Tatiana. I don't remember the name I used on the other video. Let's call her Tatiana. And I was like, I'm gonna go with Tatiana for a little bit or whatever. And she was like, are you sure? Like, do you trust her? And I was like, man, yeah, like, we're grown now. Like, it shouldn't be nothing. She was like, okay, all right. So, she tells me she's at the McDonald's waiting for me. And I was like, okay. So I go to McDonald's, and she's there in this truck. So I get in the back, and it's this guy driving and another guy in the other seat, and then me and her in the back. And I look at the guy, and I'm like, okay, that's the guy she's talking to. But that's the guy that she said wasn't going to be here. That was the ugly guy. So you lied to me already. Strike 1. Red flag. And I was just like, man, whatever. Like, whatever. So we're talking in the back, just making normal conversation. And he's driving. And driving. And driving. And driving. And I'm just like, where does he live? She was like, oh, he stay in Newark or whatever. And I was like, okay, so where are we going? She was like, I don't know. I was just like, oh. I was just like, okay, how do you not know where we're going? He told me he was having a birthday party at his house for himself. I'm confused. She was like, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. I was just like, okay, red flag, 2. So we're still driving. Like, I swear we was in the car for like an hour plus. Like, it was forever. Then we pull up to this motel, and I'm like, ooh, excuse me. And she was like, don't worry, don't worry, don't worry, it's okay. I'm like, just like, y'all got me messed up. So he goes into this motel, then he comes out, he gets in the car, and we pull off. And I'm just like, okay. So then we're driving some more. Then he pulls into another motel, gets out, and then says, okay, come on, to everybody. Everybody's starting out. I'm like, what are we doing here? How long are we going to be here? He's like, oh, we're just going to be chilling, play some games. We got liquor, I'm like, I don't drink. I got work tomorrow. How long are we going to be here? When you're ready to go, just tell me, I was just like, I don't really want to be here. Come on, just chill. She's like, chill. I was like, all right, let me not be a party pooper. So I was just like, all right, cool, whatever. Just nobody, don't touch me. So we go in there and we start playing this game. I forget what it was called, but like everybody else was drinking. I wasn't drinking. I was drinking. I was taking shots of orange juice. Because at that time I didn't like drinking. I didn't like liquor and all that stuff. So I was like, So then we're playing the game. Actually, I was actually having a good time. They were fun. Nothing weird, nothing creepy. I was like, okay, cool. And then the one that was driving, he had got on the bed and like was like looking tired. I was like, how long are we gonna be here? He was like, I'm just gonna take like a 5-minute nap, a couple minute nap, and then we can go. I was like, all right. And then my phone has started like dying, and I'm like, I don't got my charger. Like, I started like panicking, like I have anxiety, like I don't like to be stranded, like I get scared. So I was just like, okay, my phone's about to die. So, and they're like, oh, what charger you got? I'm like, they all had iPhone chargers. I was like, don't have an iPhone, don't like iPhone, so we need to go soon. And he was like, okay. At this time, it was like probably like 3 o'clock in the morning. At this time, I'm texting my coworker and my boss. They were, one of my managers. They were both at McDonald's, and they knew I was going with them. So I'm like talking to them like, yo, like I don't even know where I'm at, like And they were just like, man, you shouldn't have went, I was just like, trying to be cool. So I had went outside to get on the phone with my manager, and I'm talking to my manager and my coworker on the phone or whatever, and I'm out there and I'm walking around, and he's like, where are you at anyway? I'm like, I don't know. And I'm like looking around, and like I Google map, and I found out I'm in Elkton, Maryland. I'm like, what? Like, that's not no walking distance. No, like I'm gonna be walking all day. So I go back into the room, and no one answers. The lights are off. And I start banging. Nobody answers. I'm calling her phone, she not answering. I'm calling her phone, she not answering. I'm blowing up her phone, she still not answering. I'm banging, still not answering. So then I called my manager back, and I'm like, yo, like they just left me outside. Like, what the hell? Like, I was pissed. I started panicking. I'm like, yo, like, can one of y'all come get me? They're like, we can't leave the store. I was just like, oh my gosh, like, I started panicking. And literally, like, I was probably out there for like a good 30 minutes to an hour, like, and I was just banging, banging, banging. And I'm calling her phone, and then the guy that was driving, that was supposed to be like her boyfriend or whatever, he answers the phone. He's like, hello, like he was asleep or whatever. I was like, yo, where is Tatiana? And he was like, she in the bathroom throwing up. I said, well, can you open the door? And he was like, okay. And then never came to the door. I was like, yo. I started getting mad. I was pissed. So I started getting nervous. I was like low-key panicking. Well, high-key panicking. I was really panicking. And so then I just kept banging on that door and calling her phone. And then he finally got his lazy behind up from the bed and opened the door and was like, yo, why are you banging? Bro, I've been out here for like an hour. Why are you guys not answering the door? And then I'm like, where the hell is she at? She in the bathroom. I'm like, well, where's the other guy at? The ugly guy. I didn't say the ugly guy, but I was just like, where's the other guy at? Because supposedly like, I'm in my head thinking like, you're her boyfriend or the guy she's talking to. So where's the other guy and where is she at? It's literally only a room and then a bathroom. So where could they have gone? Oh, she's in the bathroom throwing up. Okay, well, where he at? In the bathroom with her, holding her hair. But you're her dude. I was just like, but you're her. I didn't say that, but I was just like thinking like, but you're her dude. I was like, okay, that's weird. So I was just like, okay. So I go to the bathroom and I'm listening, and I hear like movement, and then I knock, and I hear quiet, and then I hear movement again, and I knock again, and I'm like, yo, what are you doing in there? And the guy's like, she throwing up, I'm holding her hair. Okay, well, come on. I don't care. I want to go home. All right, give us a minute. No, let's go now. I don't care. So they start getting quiet, and I start snapping. I said, yo, you got 5 seconds to open this door before I kick it down. I want to go home now. And the guy on the bed, he was like, yo, stop drawing. I said, I really don't give a fuck. I mean, I really don't care. I really don't. Like, she know I'm about that life, so she better come on. So I started counting. He was like, yo, just come out, bro, because this is under my card and I'm not paying for no damages. Yup, you better listen to him. And I was still counting. And then before I got to 1, they opened that good old door. Yup, after I heard a little bit more rustling. Yeah, I know what you was doing. You was probably in there doing nasty stuff with him. Like, that's disgusting. Like, you're supposed to be with that dude, and then you're in the bathroom with that dude. That's nasty. Like, and then you gonna leave me outside. Like, okay, cool. So they was all like, yo, you're drawing. I don't care. Let's go. I want to go home. So the car ride back was quiet. They take me back to the McDonald's. I get out. Haven't spoke to her since. She has tried to reach out to me multiple times. All I do is continue to block her on every social media, on everything. Like, no. Like, one, you're nasty. You over here messing with 2 guys while they're in the same place. Like, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Like, so that's my story. I got a little bit stranded in Elkton. So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching, and have a nice day. Please follow and subscribe.